Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is boy ZKD. It's been quite too long ever since I posted a video, but as you've seen the title, and I want us to talk about something that's very common within our societies, or what we experience or see within our societies. For an example, I've got a question, right? And there are people who sometimes feel like they are forcing things. It could be relatives, it could be friends, it could be colleagues, it could be, schoolmates, whatever the case might be. But the question is now, are you getting are you getting the effort that you're giving back now? As you as an individual, the effort that you give to your friends, colleagues, classmates, whatever the case might be, are you receiving it back? I'll share self-introspection and, look into yourself and see whether the energy that you give, the effort that you give to those you are close to, is it the one that you're also getting? It's a simple question because most people tend to be in relationships, situationships that, they find themselves only putting an effort, or I don't know how to put it, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Or putting in the energy that you give is not the same that you receive throughout, it could be decades, to have people that are very, consistent in terms of maintaining what they have. So it's of vital importance to look into the energy that you get. Whether is it the one that I had sent? Am I receiving exactly the same energy that I've sent? Because there are many people who've wasted the number of years with meaningless relationship. Right? So it could be from a person that you work with, and you guys have to do something, but you're the only person that has to put an effort, but they don't give it back to you. It's time for you to move on, and start to a certain level of growth, because now you are limiting your level of growth because now you are not getting the same energy that you give. So it's more of what is it, a barrier. So it's of vital importance for a person to to stay where he feels valued, respected, and considered. Because we've seen a number of times whereas people, try by all means to be seen, to fight for things that are meaningless, fighting for things that are holding back their growth as an individual. It can be socially, academically, anything that's got to do with growth. So and it's not good for you, and it can lead even to mental health issue. Teenager, only to find out that the effort that you give, the energy that you portray, is not exactly what you get it back. That's the issue. That's the aim. For this video, for you to educate and acknowledge you guys that it's time for people to move from all the negative energies that they receive, or the energies that they give. It's not exactly what they receive back. So it's time to move and grow and become a bigger and a better individual within society, within any place that you think that it needs growth and accomplishment and whatnot. So it's of vital importance to analyze the room, right? Analyze the room and read the energy and step back and observe. It's of vital importance to apply that, because each and every time you give an effort, and what I've noticed so far, I think that we are growing as individuals, is the fact that when there's a certain individual perhaps that you're closer to, and you praise them to a certain extent, and you praise them due to excitement that you have for a particular individual, right there. So yeah, so a particular individual. Now it gets to their head when you constantly congratulate them, and they feel so superior, So those type of energies you need to look into, and observe, because we are growing and we are noticing things that are detrimental to our well-being. All right. So it's of vital importance to look into the energies that, wherever you might be. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be colleagues, it could be whatever. You need to look into the positive energy that will attract, growth within you, despite of that who that person might be or is. So the most important, the most vital thing is that you need to read energies and apply what you receive. Imagine you'd have friends who, let's say you've got a friend that you've known for about 2 years, and you're the only one who's constantly let's talk, and it's always about them being superior. There's nothing wrong with being excellent and being superior, but it's the way you receive, how people admire you, and how you react to it. So it's so vitally important to analyze and be vigilant. But you step back and observe, right? But at some point you need to stand up for yourself and be like, no, I've had it, and it's my time now to move back. And we see. So this video is motivated by that. So I hope that you guys move from where you see no growth, you see no energy that you give, you see no progress, no growth. That place is not for you. That place is limiting your growth as years go by. So it's of vital importance as an individual to be very observant, especially at this age of 18 to 35. You need to be vigilant, and you need to be careful as to what energies you attract around yourself, because some energies are heavy, hey? But I won't say much. Make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe. And if you had experienced something that's related to this, make sure that you do comment, and we discuss and talk around it. And perhaps you might give even pointers as to how you managed to overcome it, all right? So these are the issues and detrimental issues that we face within our societies. And this is very much educational. As I've done sociology, these are the conflicts that, we experience within our society, all right? So and some might be disorders that people face, and people are lacking knowledge or what's good. The reason they behave the way they do, there's a certain disorder, to be those type of people that they are. For an example, if you give all the energy to that person, only to find out that person has an abnormal disorder, and conduct that behavior that's totally detrimental to one's health. So it's right? So it's of vital importance, guys, to check the energy that we give, whether are we getting it back as it was, or what is it? You need to step back and restart and focus. That's life. And I'm fortunate enough to notice it at very, 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 very early. Imagine if I, not seen or observed that. So it's of vital importance to look and be vigilant, man, as a human being. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be the energy that you give or whatever, but it's important. It can be relatives, it can be family, it can be a sibling, it can be a friend, it can be whoever. Read the room, read the energy, step back and observe and pray. Hey guys, you need to pray, but that's the story for another video. In fact, it could be a comment for another video or another day, right? So man, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll take it from there. I love you guys. Peace. See you in the next video.